Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Humble Servant Homestead, guys. Today, I am out here. Just want to give you all a quick update on what is going on here today inside of the garden, guys. It's not really a whole lot that is going on in the garden, but I just want to show you all what's going on as far as with, uh, some of the work that I am doing, right now at this moment. Now, so right inside of this area right here, guys, as y'all can see, there is a whole lot of containers. And like I promised you all last year, that I was going to go ahead and take you all with some container gardening. Okay. So what I want to go ahead and start doing, and what you all should go ahead and start doing as well. Of course, I can't tell anyone what to do, but guys, pretty soon I will be coming in to go ahead and start filling these containers with some dirt and just different little mixtures, just to get them going and established for when it is time for me to go ahead and start planting inside of them. All right, guys, and so just walking inside of the garden right now, and right here in this area, it's a little bit shaded. Don't think y'all be able to see, but as y'all can see right now, these here are the garlics that we had planted over in the, want to say in the fall. So right here is all those garlics, guys. All right, and so just want to give you all a quick little walkthrough. And right here in this area is where I have my sugar cane being overwintered. All right, so pretty soon, soon as our last frost date come through, I will be going ahead and digging them up. And right here I have one that came through, and as y'all can see, the frost burn it down. All right, and so because we have been getting so much warm weather here, guys, these garlics, they've been standing up and looking so beautiful. And then the cold come back through and kind of knock them a little bit. But, garlic can withstand that cold. So it's no worries. And so right in this area is where we have the raised beds. And right here as well, guys, is where we have some strawberry planted. All right, and so in this area here is the no-till bed. And right now inside of this no-till bed right here, guys, I have some onions planted. Also have my drip system run for this bed right here. All right, and so over in this area right here, not much really going on over there. I do need to come on in and go ahead and start getting this area worked. And so what I'm going to do is pretty much taking all that landscaping fabric up and go ahead and start working that area, guys. All right, and so right here in this spot right here for the no-till bed. Now, don't know if y'all remember this spot right here. This is where I had my Scotchy babies planted last year, and I was not able, I didn't have a walk space in this area right here, guys. And so my wife said, hey, you know what? If I'm going to be going down there and harvesting and doing anything, I need a proper walk space. Don't want to be walking down no hill. So it was a real bad slope, guys. And pretty much what I did, I went ahead and cut on inside of that slope and pretty much leveled it out. Okay, and I'm sorry, well, not so much sorry, but I did want to go ahead and take you all along with me. But I've been coming out here and just been chipping at the bit, guys. And so that is that's what's going on right here. And I do have to come on in with a little bit more dirt and just kind of fill in those gaps. All right, and so guys, right in this area right here as well is a new spot where we're going to be starting a little bit of, you know, new spot in the garden pretty much. And so we have cultivated, and what we're going to be doing pretty soon is coming in with some chicken manure in this area right here, and also maybe bringing in some more dirt just to kind of build it up, because it is kind of sloping. And what tends to happen inside of the garden, guys, with this slope, uh, whenever we have a heavy rain, it tends to wash some of the dirt away. And so just kind of want to build it up, just a little bit, not too much, but build it up to where that it's a real nice smooth flow and not a heavy flow coming off this little small hill right here, guys. And so that is the reason why as well, like I said, as far as with my rows, that is why I have the rows coming downhill, because of that water. And just kind of give it a nice flow to come on down. And so that's one of the things that kind of keep in mind when you're constructing your garden, if you're downhill or uphill, so that way stuff don't get washed out and flooded out. Okay. And so in this area, I still have not moved out a lot of these logs inside of the garden, but that time is coming, guys. All right. And so one of the things that I have been working on in the garden here a whole lot, in a quick pit stop, check that out. So we have been getting the asparagus woke up. They have been waking up, guys, but look at that. The frost that we had last night pretty much knocked them out. As y'all can see, they pretty much kind of died back. But I think we still have quite a bit more to break out the ground pretty soon. So we'll keep an eye on that, guys. And that is one of the things with this weather, because it's not consistent. It's not staying consistent. And so stuff is tricking a lot of the plants that is supposed to come out in early spring. Even the fruit trees, it's tricking them, and then it comes through with that frost, and it's like boom, and it pretty much just knocked them back, guys. But you know what? It's okay. We're going to push through nonetheless. All right. And so what's going on with this tarp right here in this spot is pretty much I'm smothering out some weeds, guys. And so that's why this tarp is pretty much in the garden the way how it is. And so right over in this area, I'm going to have to come on in and pretty much chop all that weed out, because I don't want them to go ahead and drop their seeds. Can't come in with my tiller because we do have some tree stumps and different kind of stuff in that area right there. All right, but for the most part, the garden is pretty much cleaned of a lot of the weeds and different little stuff like that. Still staying on the weeds, and just making sure that we can eradicate them before they drop those seeds, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pretty much take you all on down to the bottom garden and to kind of show you all what is going on down there. And it's like I said, guys, I'm using the different methods of getting rid of weeds here on the homestead. Pretty much the method, I have a video that I dropped the other day. Well, not the other day, been some months now, just pretty much showing you all the different methods and tips and different things like that to get rid of weeds. And so I am using those in the garden right now as we speak. Okay, I know the question has been asked, how do you keep your garden so clean? Yes, you have to come on out and do a little bit of work to get it clean. All right, and that is coming out and getting rid of those weeds. All right, guys, so stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead, take you all on down to the bottom garden, but this is the top garden right here. This is the top side, and just to pretty much kind of give you all a view of what it is looking like right now at this moment. Okay, like I said, during the winter time, we have been doing a whole bunch of garden cleaning, guys, and it's pretty much coming in and taking out what needs to get taken out. And so there's still a few more things that I do need to come on in and work on. All right, so we're heading down to the bottom garden. Stay tuned. Okay, and so on my way down to the bottom garden, guys, yes, we have been working on also another new spot here on the homestead. And I guess this spot right here is going to be the middle garden, guys, because it is in between the top garden and the bottom garden. So it's going to be called, I guess, the middle garden. All right, so what has been going on right here, this spot right here has been cultivated already, and I have some of that good stuff inside of this area right here, which, as you all know, that we do use a lot of chicken manure here on the homestead inside of our garden, guys. And so what happened, I cultivate this ground, came in, sprinkled the chicken manure on top of the tilled area. Okay, and so we had a nice little shower of rain the other day, and I'm pretty sure a lot of that goodness has been leached out into the dirt, which is real good, guys. Usually I would spread it and come right behind and cultivate it in. All right, you still want to make sure that you cultivate your chicken manure inside of your garden whenever you put it in. All right, because what that does, it pretty much helps to keep your plants from being burned. Because if I was to come in and plant directly on top of this chicken manure, it can burn your plants. Okay, and so here I am down at the bottom garden. And so like I said, there has been work going on here in the garden, guys. As y'all can see, we have some landscaping fabric laid out on the sides of the garden, and that is pretty much to suppress those weeds that's on the outside. And so that way, whenever they do drop their seeds, they're not getting inside of the garden. And just to give it a little small look, it ain't the best or the neatest, but it is doing its job, guys. All right, so what I did came in and do, like I said, yes, I am using all the different methods here on the homestead to take care of the weeds. And in this area right here, during the winter time, all those weeds was germinating, and so I came on in when the dirt was right to be tilled. I came on in, guys, and cultivate this area right here. All right, and so pretty much the whole garden bed has been cultivated right here. Now right in this area is where we have the Georgia collards. Yes, they are going to seed, and so I am actually praying that these seeds will be ready by time it's time to plant my sweet potatoes, because half of this bed right here is going to be planted with sweet potatoes, guys. And like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to be planting them a little bit different this year, so stay tuned when it is time to come on in and plant them. All right, and so here we are in this area. Like I said, all of this right here have been cultivated, and that is pretty much for weed management, guys. All right, weed management. Okay, and so this was a recent cultivating area right here that I came in and cultivate. I had some veggies planted in this area, and so what I did, I cut them up and cultivate them inside of the dirt, and that is going to break down and give your plants or whatever it is that you are planting in this area even more nutrients and different stuff like that for those plants, guys. All right, so right over here, like I said, I am using the different methods to go ahead and take care of weeds inside of the garden. All right, so let me move this here on out the way, and just to kind of show you all. Now this is a regular tarp, guys, from the store that I bought. And so Hey girl, how you doing? Good? All right. And so this right here is just a regular tarp, and I'm just going to peel it back just so I can show you all what is going on. Now, this area right here, guys, was pretty much loaded with weeds. All right, I'm going to kind of pick that up and look at that. You see how it pretty much got smothered out. There is no life underneath here, and so just keep in mind this is another way for you to go ahead and get rid of weeds if you have weeds that you want to get rid of. Now this is only pretty much good for with the tarp method. If you don't have anything planted in the area that you don't want to get smothered, you can just use it just for grass. Now if you have your brassicas or anything planted in this area and throw this tarp over it, it's going to kill it. All right guys, and so here we are. This is the next spot where we planted all of our okras last year, and so worked it again for weed management, of course. And what I did, I came on in with some chicken manure and laid it out in this area right here. All right, now because we are down a hill, guys, we're at a slope, and that is why you want to make sure whenever you do make your rows, you're kind of making it in a slope area. Now what happened whenever it rains, and so some of that manure, it will wash down, and so it will even also helps to feed your other crops that you have. Now this right here is a mixed variety of cover crop that I planted in this area right here. I think you have radish, collards, and just turnips and all different kind of stuff planted in this area, guys. And so and there you go, look at that. And so with this being planted like this, here's another one. And so with this being planted here, this is actually something that you can just pretty much eat off of during the winter months if the cold don't beat it up too bad. Okay. And so it's like I said, it's just pretty much a cover. And so I can come on out here, pluck some leaves, even pluck some of those radishes down there and different kind of stuff, get those bulbs, take them inside, and we can cook them up and pretty much have a good meal. But look at all that. Now all this that you're looking at, yes, it's a cover crop, but also it is a whole bunch of food to be eaten as well, guys. All right, and so that's pretty much it right there, just giving you all a quick walkthrough of what is going on, all the preparation that we are doing here on the homestead as far as for this upcoming growing season, guys. And I pray that you all are doing the same thing, getting your garden ready, not waiting till the last minute to go ahead and get some work done. And so that's why, like I said, I have to work pretty smart because, hey, throughout the week, this is where I'm at. This is what I am doing, guys. And so I come on out every day and I chip at the bit little by little. And before you know it, hey, the work is done. It is done. All right. So this is not like I come out here and just do all this in just one day. No, absolutely not. All right. So hey, that is pretty much it. I'm supposed to be coming in this area right here as well, and pretty much dumping some chicken manure, putting some chicken manure on out in this area. Now remember and keep in mind where I am going to be planting my sweet potato, guys. Hey, keep this in mind. If you're going to be planting sweet potatoes, hold back on that chicken manure. Simple reason why, guys, that chicken manure is loaded with nitrogen. And what happened if you go ahead and dump a whole bunch of nitrogen for your sweet potatoes, you're going to end up with a whole bunch of foliage instead of food underneath the ground. Okay, so Don't put too much nitrogen. Now you can put a little nitrogen, but not a whole lot. All right, so that's just a quick little piece of tip right there for you all. So just keep that in mind, okay? All right, and so that is it, guys. I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. Remember, guys, keep a smile on your face. You be happy, be cheerful, and I pray that everyone will have a great, successful growing season. Yes, it is spring, it is here, guys, and so we are all starting seeds and planting seeds. Just remember, if your last frost date have not gotten here yet, don't be too jumpy to get outside and plant, because you don't want all your hard work to go in vain, guys, because that frost will come on in and burn your stuff down, and we don't want that. That can be sometimes discouraging for gardeners. You plant all that stuff out and end up losing it with the frost. All right, guys, and so that is pretty much it right there. And one more thing, I want to give, because you have to do these things. When people is supporting you, you have to come through and give a thank you, and that is what I am doing here today, just to let you all know that I am thankful. I thank each and every one of you all out there, and even the ones them that didn't. And I'm pretty much talking about purchasing seeds, guys, from our seed store. I want to give a big, big thank you to all of our supporters from just buying seeds. I want to say thank you, and I pray that the Most High will give you all many, many blessings. Bless your home, bless your house, that your storehouse may never go empty, and that the seeds that you buy from this homestead right here, guys, that they will do abundant things for you guys. When you plant them in the ground, they will produce like never before. All right, I'm praying for that for you guys. I'm sending it up into the atmosphere to the Most High through His beloved Son, Christ. All right, guys. So, like I said, I want to give you all a big thank you for all the support. All the support. I just want to say thank you for the ones that buy, and for the ones that did not buy, because hey, we sometimes we're not able to afford certain things. And if you're one of those people, and I'm not going to say that everybody, I'm just going to say not everybody and their mama, if you have it and you can afford it, hey, by all means get it. But for the ones that cannot afford, and you say, hey, look, man, I can't afford it right now. I need, can you send me a couple packs of seeds, or, a little small starter pack to get my garden started. And guys, hey, for the first 10 people that's out there that send that in, we would love to go ahead. And that's, guys, be honest, that's if you cannot afford it. If you cannot afford it, don't type inside of there, because the Most High sits high and look low. He sees and knows all things. But if you truly cannot afford it, drop a comment in the box below for the first 10 people that say, hey, I cannot afford it, or just say, whichever way you want to word it. And what we will go ahead and do is send some seeds on out to you all, so you all can go ahead and get a garden started as well. All right, guys. And so that is pretty much it right there. I didn't want to take up too much time talking about that, but hey, I just have to say thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone that support. All right. And so that is it right there. Guys, I want y'all to have a blessed day. All right. Love and respect coming from here all the time. Y'all have a blessed one, guys.